Fear is a disease. Fear has the ability to break us down from the inside out. It has the ability to completely and utterly destroy our mind, therefore destroying our life. You know, I've recovered from schizophrenia, and I believe one of the big causes of that schizophrenia was obviously extreme paranoia that led to psychosis. But that all happened because of extreme fear. And I feared all of the worst case scenarios, like unbelievably bad scenarios, to explain what reality is, how we here, who am I, you know, what about my life, what about the lives of everyone going forward into the future. And the way I thought about all those things was from a perspective of extreme fear. And that fear is what kills us and strikes us down and prevents us from being able to move forward, to be happy, to be comfortable, to feel optimistic, to feel faithful, to feel good. You know, a really, really, really good feeling inside of your heart. And fear gets in the way of that. It gets in the way of us living life, you know, wholeheartedly, happily, right now. So fear is the dream killer. Fear is what kills your mind. It's just fear. Fear is what causes war. Fear is what causes fights. It causes arguments. It causes us to not get along with ourselves and others in our surroundings. It causes drama. It causes fights. Fear is what you have to master. You have to master your fears. You have to overcome them. There's no fear in reality that is not overcomable and that cannot be overcome. So just know that if you are not feeling too good or great, it may just be many fears you're holding that are causing you to have a certain bleak perspective of your life and life in general. And if we can learn to overcome and eliminate that fear and tackle it head on and face it with faith and know things like no weapon formed against thee shall prosper, and those that knock shall find. You know, these are all obviously Jesus' teachings, but I mean, he is the perfecter of faith. You know, his story is one of unbelievable faith. And that faith kills the fear. He knew he was going to be crucified, and yet he had no fear. Yet he knew it was supposed to be done, and he even had opportunities to get out of it, but he knew it had to be done in order to fulfill a prophecy. So Jesus is a great example to us to show how someone mastered their fear by having complete and total unlimited faith. And he came here to teach us that. So, you know, I'm trying to learn it, to, instead of letting fears paralyze you, to rather apply faith towards that situation in order to overcome it, and in order to overcome these many fears that we happen to have through faith, ultimately, through believing in the best case scenario, not the worst case scenario. And it's these worst case scenarios that are paralyzing us inside and out. And you know, fears of anything. You could have a fear of anything, but that's what paralyzes us psychologically speaking, and can damage us psychologically. And I know that first-hand experience. So I'm giving advice to myself as well as you to overcome your fears, to face them head on, and to apply faith to them, so that it dwarfs the scale, the perceived scale of your fears. And that's the message from me, Jesse. Thank you. Bye.